YouTube, what's up? Back with another one. Today we're going to talk about grip and why it matters when we're talking about pistols and rifles. Of course, I want to start pistols clear and safe. Feel weird about that? Whatever. So we'll start by saying grip definitely matters, especially if you carry this thing daily. If you're a concealed carry user, security guard, police, military, whatever it may be, if you carry this thing for a living, grip definitely matters. My thought process is, if you go to draw this thing, whether it be a pistol, rifle, whatever, if you go to present this thing at another human being with the intent on shooting them, your grip should be of utmost importance. You should have 100% grip with your master grip, 100% grip with your support grip. And the thought process behind that is, you can't take it from me, okay? I'm gripping this thing as tight as I can with all my being, with all my life, because if you take it from me, that very well could be the end of my life. So you want to grip this thing with all your might. So grip definitely matters. You shouldn't be able to take this from me. No one should be able to take your weapon system from you. That's one of the first thought processes behind grip is, are you gripping it enough to where no one can take it from you? I guarantee you, if I go to draw my weapon system, whatever it may be, you're not taking it from me. So that's the first thought process behind that. As far as your master grip on the pistol, when you go to draw this thing from holster, man purse, whatever, however way you carry it, you want to be up as high as possible on this beaver tail. And I mean high, like high as possible, all right? You don't want any gaps in the back. Gaps cause a lot of muzzle rise. You want to be able to mitigate that, bringing that beaver tail up as high as possible. Nice strong master grip, support grip. You want to roll this, that extension, you want to have this support arm roll it out as far as possible. So basically you're pointing with your thumb, locking this, sort of like you're arm barring yourself. So you want to arm bar yourself, throw the ditch of your elbow to the sky. So basically, as you present, you're rolling the support hand over, locking that thing in place, locking that thing down so it can't move. One last thing, I see people, they kind of grip low or grip kind of weird. You want to grip and roll this hand as far forward as possible. Okay, so instead of your support grip thumb here, you want to have it as far as possible, as high as possible up on that slide. Okay, so as you present, you're rolling forward, punching that thing out, rolling forward, punching that thing out. Everything's locked down. As you can see, everything is locked down. As you can see, my index finger is a lot further than most. Most people will just have it here, which is not very advantageous because it leaves a lot of gap and a lot of room for the gun to move, versus if I'm rolling this thing forward, making my middle finger slide up where the index finger usually will be for some people. My middle finger's there. Thumbs are forward instead of pointing up to the sky. If your thumbs are pointing up to the sky, the muzzle's going to eventually go to the sky. If your thumbs are pointed forward, the muzzle's going to stay pointed forward. Okay. The last thing I do is take this master grip thumb. I know a lot of people just let it rest. That's fine until you get into a long enough shot string. That's where you'll see people, when they shoot a couple rounds, they readjust their grip. Shoot a couple rounds, they'll readjust their grip. That's pretty inefficient. If you get into a long enough shot string, you shouldn't be re-gripping, trying to readjust your grip after every couple shots. That's horrible. So you want to lock this thing down, take this thumb, lock this hand in place, lock this support hand in place, and lock it down. Now I can shoot however many rounds I need, 30 rounds, 20 rounds, whatever you carry, and I won't ever have to readjust my grip ever, okay? So you're rolling this thing out, punching this thing out, locking everything in place. When you bring this weapon system back in, you can't keep it all tight. because this looks like a fucking boner. It's really weird. So basically you want to loosen the support grip up a little bit. Just loosen it up, bring it in, and as you punch this thing back out, you're rolling it back over. All right, loosey, 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 rolling this thing back over. All right, so you want to have a 100% grip with your master, high up on the beaver tail, 100% grip with your support hand, punching this thing out, arm barring yourself, and yeah, making sure everything is nice and tight. Your grip is solid, your foundation and stance are solid. You just leave this little guy to move and you should be good to go. Also, we want to make grip universal. All right, here's an example of making it universal across all weapon platforms. Rifles clear and safe. As you can see, if I go to present my rifle here, my support grip is the same whether it's rifle or whether I'm running the pistol. So let's say, for example, I drop the rifle. I want to leave my support hand here. I draw my pistol. It goes in the same exact spot. This support arm is still locked in place. I'll bar myself, and it's still the same. Only thing changes is this. I don't have all this butt stock stuff with the pistol, so I have to make it my own with my own arm. All right, so I'm making that support, that butt stock with my arm, or that recoil is going to go through here, through my body, out to the ground. All right, I'm barring myself here. Same thing in reverse. Leave the support grip out, pistol away, rifle back in place. All right, it's all the same. Same thing with the grip on your rifle. Some people grip low, can't have that much control when it's that low, versus if I'm high, it's crap. So I have a lot more control here. All right, that makes sense. It's a lot more control high up on the beaver tail versus down here. All right, so you want to pretty much make everything the same. Also, another thing with that pistol, with the same thing with the pistol, another thing, it applies to the rifle about being loose. So everything is loose here, bring it here, loose, 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 loose. The last second, tighten up. Same thing with the eye ready. Throw this thing out, loose, 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 loose. Tight at the last second. It's sort of like when you're fighting, everything's loose, loose, loose to the last minute, and then you clench everything up, make a fist, and you hit and strike. So it's loose, loose, loose. Last second, everything tight. Like I said, same thing with the pistol. I'm here. My master grip is solid at all times. That's one thing to remember. Always keep the master grip solid. Support hand kind of loose here. You want to loosen it up so that way you can have some maneuverability. You don't want to be out. First, you're going to tire yourself out. Then it looks weird. All right, you don't want to be in this tight position at all times. So loosen that support grip up, and as you're rolling this thing over, tight at the last second. All right, loose, tight, loose, tight. Okay. All right. So I hope this helps. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, you want to leave them down in the comments, that's fine. Please share this video. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Yeah, and I appreciate you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Cool.